Fallout The Frontier. Everyone's favourite Fallout drama mod of the last 7 years. Well, since everything kicked off with them a few weeks ago, it would seem that they've been quietly rebuilding their empire in the background. Their webpage is back online. However, their Steam page is not at this time. There's a new hotfix available where they've removed some of the voice acting from the mod and put some replacement voice acting in, as well as some new pieces of music. They have also reopened their Discord to the general public for anyone who wishes to join them. Recently, Legion dev Nazo performed an Ask Me Anything on the Frontier's Reddit page. I am Nazo the Dark, a former member of the Frontier's core team. Ask Me Anything. Important. As the title says, I was, until about a week ago, part of the Frontier's core team, basically lead devs. I was a lead writer and quest designer. I wrote and implemented the Legion questline and Scraps, Wrench, The Hanged Man, Skitters, half of Salttown, Irvington, the Portland Royal Casino, Sanctuary, Arlington Heights, Brighttown, the Network, half of the Church of Eternal Life, and a lot of miscellaneous characters, notes, and quests strewn throughout the mod. I also wrote and implemented the Trochili, May Caulfield, and Tricky Dick. So, yeah. Some ground rules. I will do my best to answer all questions, even the meme ones, but there are 2 types of questions I will not answer. Troll questions, troubleshooting questions, or questions about bugs. That's for the Frontier server. This is mostly for trivia and behind the scenes stuff. Otherwise, just don't be jerks to me, the mods, or each other, and you should be fine. Also, just a forewarning, I'm going to be typing fast, so please forgive a few spelling and grammatical errors here and there. He then lists what the times of the AMA were. I can understand why they did this using Reddit rather than a live stream on YouTube, considering everything that happened recently with Tyler McVicker and TG Spy on the Valve News Network YouTube page a few weeks back.
Sherpa, whose idea was it to let you copulate with a Deathclaw and a Lizard Girl, but not a Vertibird? Is that just a bridge too far? To be honest, I'm completely for having sex with a Vertibird. I mean, that'd be cool. I would be more interested in a sex scene with a Vertibird than a Deathclaw. Deathclaws suck. Vertibirds fly. That's cool.
That's a fair way of putting it.
Why is playing as the Legion okay, but not the Sneedclave? The amount of cope is hilarious. Pee pee poo poo.
Okay. I don't even know how to respond to that.
Pee pee poo poo though.
Pee pee poo poo.
A few parts of the Reddit thread that sprung out to me were, how do you think the team handled the controversy? To which Nazo replied, very, very poorly. That's the understatement of the year, ladies and gentlemen. The only things that were done right was calling out Zoo. I still think that should have been kept private and reported to authorities rather than being made public for the entire internet to see. And taking the mod down. A prudent move so that content could be removed from it. Everything else was either poorly thought out, which is understandable considering, or driven by paranoia. Was the paranoia linked with the TKS Mantis drama, or just the Sneed thing? BTW, love the mod, I'm so grateful of the work put in, thank you very much, hated the controversy. To which Nazo replied, the seeds for the paranoia were definitely planted by everything that happened with Mantis. But they didn't explode until the America non-troversy started. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't call enslaving an underage girl in your mod a non-troversy. And then adding such things as a happy birthday banner behind her and a birthday card to her pocket. But that's just my personal opinion. Certain team members became hyper-reactionary to criticism towards the mod and called for immediate removals of everything that was deemed problematic, which only got worse when Zoo was exposed, and those non-troversies became actual controversies. Right before I left the team, one core dev threatened to remove all their quite substantial contributions to the mod if the Trochili, that's the lizard snake people that live in the snowy winter underground sewers. That's Trochili. One core dev threatened to remove all their quite substantial contributions to the mod if the Trochili weren't cut out completely. Them being in a separate ESP was a compromise. Was Devil's Wish as much of a tyrant about the NCR questline as I've heard? Oh yes, very much so. The NCR questline was basically his little fiefdom, and he refused to share or change anything for anyone. He also went out of his way to not interact with the team. I asked him a lore question, and it took him a full year to respond to me with, "Oh, there's no backstory there." My favourite Devil story is when I wanted to make Rags the mayor of Junkfleet. Devil was against it, since apparently it wasn't how he wrote the character. He's just supposed to pathetic. Alright, that's fine, I can respect that. Devil suggested I make the random bartender at the back of the slums into the mayor, but I made Captain Monroe the mayor instead. She was originally going to be Rag's second in command, but when she became mayor, I created Tag to fill the role. As a reference to the original idea, I mentioned in dialogue that Rags used to be the mayor, but got brainwashed or something by the Enclave to make him who he is now, which keeps his pathetic status and, if anything, makes him more pathetic. Devil didn't like that either, and instead of asking me to change it, he just went in and changed the name of the NPC without asking anyone, and he only admitted it when I pointed this out. However, the dialogue wasn't voiced yet, so I went in and changed the name in the dialogue to the new name of the NPC, and because Devil never cared about my content, I don't think he ever noticed. So yeah, Devil was a tyrant when it came to anything that touched his content. At this time, on Kiwi Farms, the Frontier has a thread that goes on for 28 pages. Anyway, shout out to the Wanderer, a Fallout lore YouTuber, who's only a few subs away from 1,000. Go and check him out, and if his content brings value to your life, subscribe to him. Anyway, I have been StooDogg, and you will find other videos by me in this end screen. I have a playlist about the Frontier, which you will find in the description section and the comments down below. And I'll catch you later. See ya.